Okay, I'm JP Vivas, chef and co-owner of Freebird out in beautiful Lumsden. Today we're going to be cooking a pasta bolognese. The pasta consists of rigatoni, ground beef stewed down with tomatoes, traditionally with a bit of red wine, and I use a bit of beef stock in mine. And then sauteed onions, garlic. I did some celery and carrot as well to add a little more flavor to it. Yeah, then I whisk in big handfuls of mozza and finish it off with Parmesan cheese. The whole concept behind this particular show is to introduce people to getting back in the kitchen, cooking quality meals, but try to ball on a budget. So we know money is a bit tight sometimes for most people, but I want to still introduce a good quality meal that you can build for your family and not be just grabbing stuff off the shelf, you know, throwing in the oven, throwing in your air fryer. So we want to be able to show people that you can still cook a really quality meal with these kinds of ingredients while you ball on a budget. With that being said, let's go head over to the grocery store and let's put this bad boy together. So we're gonna start off here with in the produce section. I want to get just a small stalk of celery and maybe some carrots here. So we're looking at about $3.99 for some carrots and celery here. Okay. Morning, guys. Morning. Just gonna grab a couple balls of garlic, and we're gonna grab just one onion. All right, let's go into the dairy aisle here. So what I want to do with this recipe as well, I want to shred up some mozza to finish the dish, and as well as for presentation, just shave some Parmesan. So we're going to take a look at what kind of prices we have here for cheese. So we want to look for a mozzarella. So we're looking at about $7.99 for this one right here. Okay, so we're going to grab this guy. It'll be right amount of cheese to be serving in the bolognese. And as far as Parmesan goes, Parmesan will be a little bit more pricier, but we're gonna try to find the best price possible. So we have your shredded stuff right here. It's about $7.29. So what we wanna do is we wanna be able to control our portion size as well. So we're gonna grab a block. So this one's for about $9.79. And that way we can shred as much or as little as we want on this one. So we're gonna grab this guy. So let's get in there. So here's where we're gonna be. We are in the meat aisle. What I wanna do is find some good ground beef. For about what we're gonna be cooking today, there's a few different prices, a few different pack sizes and stuff. So what I wanna do is, for the amount of people that I'm gonna be cooking for, is about 2 to 3, possibly 4. It's still gonna stretch, so we're gonna grab a couple packs of these guys. A little bit smaller, a little bit more controlled, and as far as portion size goes. So these are about $7.75, $7.50 packs, so should be good. Since we're gonna be making our own bolognese, this is kind of cheating. It's already seasoned, it's already stewed down. This stuff, sometimes it's a little too sweet. There's too much sugar in it, so I don't want that for this recipe. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down this way. Look for some good diced tomatoes, plain, preferably not without Italian spices already, but if that's all they have, that is just fine. You're just gonna have to adjust your seasonings on that. So right here you go. Plain diced tomatoes. Let's grab about 3 cans of these. Any can of diced tomatoes. Right on. Now for the vessel. That's our pasta. Since we're making bolognese, the best kind of pasta to do, and that's really good, scoop and serve, let's check out this Co-op rigatoni. Perfect for this bolognese. Perfect vessel for it. So let's grab 2 packs of these. Okay. I want a little bit of beef broth as well to add some more depth to this dish. So I'm thinking we have all these selections of broth here, Campbell's, Co-op, and stuff like that. So let's get the everyday best value one of beef broth. So we're gonna use this guy. If you don't have any oregano at home, let's just pick up a little bit of oregano. So spices are a bit pricier these days, but you know what? It shouldn't stretch out for future dishes to come. So let's just take 1 thing of oregano. There you go. We're trying to hit under 50 bucks, but we'll see what happens. There's 2 garlics in here. 1 onion takes us out right up to 50. Just kidding. Woo!
45.37.
45.37. Thank you very much. So it looks like we came under budget today. So we did, here you go, $50. Thank you very much. So for that much food, we spent under $50, so we'll go from there. Oh!
Oh, the
Totally forgot about the hamburger. So came under budget, but I totally forgot to put the hamburger in there. So we were about 10 bucks over. So about 60 bucks altogether, but still pretty cheap. Thank you very much. Hey guys, back at the shop. Just finished getting groceries. We came about $10.55 over budget. We want to try to hit the $50 range, if not less. So now we're just doing a little reflection period over here and just going over some of the receipts. If you are on the budget, you can minus the mozz out of it. I say you want to keep the Parmesan because it gives it that extra flavor. And then we can even shave off some carrots. Like, you don't need a whole bag of carrots. Like some grocery stores, you can get single carrots. So you don't even need a whole bag of carrots. So we can always just get a single. Other than that, everything pretty much was on point with pricing. And here we go. Good, hey guys, we're back in the kitchen here. We're gonna start off building our Pasta Bolognese. So I got our garlic here. We're gonna mince that. Let's do a quick smash. And then we're gonna just do a nice mince. I'm gonna take our onion. Just do a small dice on the onion. Take about 2 or 3 stalks, get a little trim. So I'm gonna cut that to the end. Now your carrot, a little peel. Take a trim, end to end. Just gonna do a little small dice on this. Right, Holy Trinity, call it. It's called mirepoix. Mirepoix is carrots, celery, and onion. It's usually the base of like French cooking and stuff. So you start making your sauces, even with one of the 5 mother sauces, which is tomatoes, one of them. You always require to saute your carrot, celery, onion, and then that way you could build a roux on top of that as well. Okay, so we're done slicing and dicing. We're gonna start building our bolognese now. So we're gonna head over to the pot. What I'm using here is my cast iron ceramic pot. Just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Okay, so I'm gonna dump in my onions, carrots, and celery. Let's just give that a nice saute, soften them up. Okay, right after that, I'm gonna add my minced garlic. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna add a little bit of this oregano that we want. A couple nice pinches should do it. So up next, I'm gonna start adding my ground beef in there. I wanna add a little bit of color in there and get the flavors infusing. So 1 and 2 packs. There we go. So normally, if I were to do this for the restaurant and stuff, I would be putting some red wine in here, but red wine is expensive, so instead we're gonna be adding our beef broth right away. So that beef broth is gonna give it its richness. Let that reduce a little bit when we add our tomato sauce. Okay, so our ground beef is getting nice and cooked up here. Getting mixed in with our mirepoix. So what I'm gonna do is take our beef broth and add about half. And let's just let that cook down for a bit. Okay, so while this is simmering, we're gonna add our 3 cans of tomatoes. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, we're gonna let this mix around and we're gonna let this guy stew down. You're gonna see the tomatoes break down. You're gonna see the meat getting a little bit more smoother. The carrots and the onions, or the Holy Trinity, it's gonna be you're probably not gonna see them anymore. So it's gonna probably take about 30 to 40 minutes. So we got about 30 minutes on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna put partial lid on. Hey guys, so we're about 15 minutes into our dish right now on the simmer. So it's about a medium simmer, and the color's already changed. The product's already breaking down. So we still got about maybe 15, 20 more minutes left to go on this guy. So I'll show you when it's ready. Okay, so we got our pasta water here. Just gonna add a little bit of kosher salt. Season my pasta water. Salty like the sea. Okay, let's start shredding some cheese. Hope you're hungry, man. Get rid of most of that liquid. Pinch of salt. A pinch of pepper. So once we're all done this, probably give you about 5 to 6 servings for sure. Depending on who's eating. I guess kids will have a smaller serving, but yeah, you'll have enough. And this is going to be great the next day for leftovers as well. So, oof, that looks good. And drop real heat down. What we're gonna do, add some matzah. So I got my shredded matzah in there. We're almost time to be, this dish is almost done. So this matzah is gonna just add that richness and gooiness of this dish. Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our pasta right here. We're gonna cook that al dente. So the mozzarella is nicely incorporated in here. Changes the color, changes the whole dynamic of the dish. So we're gonna let that simmer a little longer while our pasta is cooking. Quickest bolognese I've made yet. Usually I would finish this with some basil, maybe some fresh parsley as well, but that's just more for the restaurants and just the aesthetic looks of it. But since you're at home and you're just probably cooking your family, they probably won't care. So what I'm gonna do next, guys, is just start draining off my pasta and adding it right into the bolognese. Good, last few. Okay, this is off the heat. Pasta's in. Just gonna incorporate everything in here. By mixing it, you wanna try to fill these little tubes filled with this bolognese. Notice when you just let it sit for a little bit, it just starts getting nice and thick. Those noodles. To finish this bad boy off, we're gonna just take the small side right here, shave some Parmesan. And that there, you guys, is our pasta bolognese. Yeah, spot on. Family's gonna love this. Hearty. I want to thank everybody for watching and joining us today. Hope to see you guys soon. Latest.